Hello again, this is NerdsRI. Welcome back to Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. In the last episode we made it up to the Deepwood Shrine, and in this episode we will enter the Deepwood Shrine. Hey look, we're in the Deepwood Shrine. So this would be the Deepwood Shrine the Minish Elder spoke of. He said something about there being monsters inside, didn't he? Hey now, no reason to be afraid or anything. I'll just be waiting right here. No, wait, what am I saying? I'm not letting you leave me alone out here. So, with all the talking aside, we're ready to enter the first dungeon of the game, Deepwood Shrine. There are some hearts in these pots right over here if you want to grab them, but I don't really need them because I'm good at this game, so we're just going to push the tiki statue or something aside. So, the thing about the dungeons in this game is that, as you see, we're tiny right now. So, things that are normal sized will seem pretty huge to us right now, right? So these slugs are actually really tiny. We wouldn't normally see them. They're also hard to kill. They take 2 hits. There's a locked door here. See if you can find a key to open it. Well, we just found one. So the great thing about this game is that the dungeons are really, really cool. Like, this game has my favorite dungeons in the game. The first dungeon is kind of like in the middle. It's not my favorite, not my least favorite. You see that lever? I think you should be able to pull it. Just stand in front of it and press R to grab it. Then press the back down arrow to pull. Okay, will do. Oh god. So that made, wow, I can play video games, y'all. So that made this little bridge appear, and we can step on it. We can hop over here. So let's just pick this up and kill that thing with it, kill that slug with it, and there will be another one. Or maybe not. Okay, never mind. Make a liar out of me. I didn't mention, I think, you can push these blocks if you ever want to get back, but why would you want to get back? So look, it's a giant barrel, or actually, it's not a giant barrel, it's a normal sized barrel, and we're just tiny instead. So these are called puff stools, kind of like the enemies from Pikmin. Wow, look at the size of that barrel. Oh right, how silly of me, it's not big, we're just small. Exactly. So you just want to light these torches, because the barrel can't roll if it has vines on it, right? Yeah, I would say so. Because that's common knowledge, you know? Those puff stools are jerks, by the way. It's not rolling yet, because there's another vine on the other side, so we'll just head over there. God. Not recording for, oh god. Not recording for a while has gotten me, like, I don't know. I just forgot how hard it was to talk and play video games at the same time. Despite how much planning I did in this game, which was like a month's worth of planning, I still have like, I'm not used to, I mean like I'm feeling scatterbrained just talking about the game and playing it also. Which is not a fun feeling. So anyway, you just wanna, you just wanna roll that right there and head up here. So if you just roll on the barrel, you should be able to what am I trying to say? If you roll into the barrel, you should be able to make it to the door and not fall into the and not have the door like roll away. It's kind of hard to explain, so I'm just not going to. Oh look, a heart piece. Anyway, so you want to overshoot it first just so you can pick up the dungeon map, which I don't ever use because I already know how to do this dungeon, which is really easy. I'm sorry, but you know, it's really good too. And that voice, not even like in tone, just, you know. What we need now is something to hold on this switch. Let's just kill these guys first because they can be giant jerks. And also this guy. Okay, so what we need to do, this actually took me a long time to figure out my first playthrough. Don't ask me why. It just did. So you need to push the barrel onto here and it'll hold down the I can play video games. It will hold down the button to go across the bridge. If you ever want to get back, of course, you can push those blocks out of the way. That's kind of the main rule. If you ever want to get back somewhere, you can push blocks out of the way. Once you take hold of something with R, use the arrow keys to push or pull it. It's extremely important, so I hope you take pains to remember it. Okay. So, you just want to pull this guy back and pull him forward again. Oops, that's not what you want to do. There, simple as that. You got a small key, use it to open locked doors and blocks. You can only use in this dungeon. You're gonna get that a lot because I've already read that once and I don't remember when I've read something or not, so I'm just not going to do that anymore. We don't need this barrel anymore, so we can just throw it and get whatever inside, which is nothing. Hooray! I mean, we technically got whatever was inside, it was just nothing. But enough about semantics. We'll just head back into the barrel room, and push the barrel, or roll the barrel, I guess, over to this side. So what I'm saying is, this would normally roll away if you just walk up to it. So what you want to do is roll into it. It won't roll the barrel as much. By the way, if you ever want to get over to the other side, you just push that. Okay, so here's a locked door that we wouldn't have been able to get into earlier, but since I know what I'm doing, I'm going to get into it now. Okay, so you just want to pull these mushrooms. This is a cool little gimmick, I guess, dungeon gimmick. We don't see it very often in the game, but you see it right here, and it's really cool. Hooray, money! We're going to want to get 80 rupees by the end of this dungeon, because to get the bigger wallet, which can hold 399 rupees, so I guess 400, you need 80 rupees. Which is weird, I don't know why it requires 80 instead of 99, but you know, whatever. So just kill all the slugs in this room. And the way you do this is you pull this guy back one more than the switch and push this guy onto the switch. This dungeon was really hard for me my first playthrough, one because I was like 10, and two because of my first Zelda game. It's like a poor excuse, but this is my first Zelda game and I didn't know all the tricks and I was dumb, I'll just say that. We'll just say that and get it over with. So there was the sort of mini boss, I guess. We do have a mini boss in this dungeon, but that wasn't it. If that was it, that'd be really sad. Okay, so now we want to just climb up. I guess it's the ladder. It tried to look like stairs, but it's a ladder. I guess I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna call it a ladder just because it doesn't look like stairs to me. It's simple as that. So we can just kill these enemies right here. We don't need to, but I'm going to. Okay, so just make our way over here. We don't need to go downstairs yet. Quite yet. Oh god. Rude. So this just leads back into the barrel room. But if you walk over here, you get nothing, which is why we needed the key to head into here. And now this is our mini boss. If I can open the door, this is our mini boss. Meet Larry Jr. I'm just kidding, that's not his name. I don't know what his name is, but he looks like those things from Skyward Sword. Like the ones underground that nobody likes, those, I guess they're called Moldorms in that game, but it's not Moldorm in this game. Or maybe it is, I don't know. So you just need to hit his nose and then hit his tail. You can, if you're fast enough, you can just kill him in 2 cycles. But I'm not fast enough, so you know, 3 cycles is about average. So this should be the last one. There we go. Now he's dead, and I hope we get something nice. You got the gust jar! Hold down the button to draw things in and release them to fire it out. Set to A or B in the item screen to use it. Say goodbye to our shield, because you're practically never going to see it anymore. I really do like the gust jar. It wasn't one of my favorites in the first playthrough, but you know, it's a cool dungeon item. So this is the gust jar. You can take spider webs off of walls and do several other things with it. The longer that you use it, the faster it'll spin, which means the faster it'll suck things up from blue to yellow to red. And then you can spit things out. This is a really versatile item. It's a really good first one just because, also piece of heart. It's a really good first item just because, like, it can do a lot of things. It can hurt enemies, it can grab pots, it can grab enemies, it can grab rocks, it can do a lot of things. And in fact, it's what you need to use to kill these puffstools. Well, it's the first part of killing the puffstools. So if you just use it on this room, you're gonna find there's a lot of switches around, and we're gonna press them and get some nice little goodies. That's always nice. So look, you wait until they turn gray, and then you spit it back out at them, and they'll be stunned. Or if they just turn gray and you just move out of the way, they won't be stunned, but you'll be able to hit them. You got 10 mysterious shells. We don't know what to do with mysterious shells right now, but I have a feeling we're gonna find out. So just kill this guy. We don't like him anyway. Okay. So we're not gonna head downstairs just yet because we're gonna make it down there anyway. I'm just gonna kill these guys right now. So just slash your sword and now they're gone. I guess I didn't really need to do that, but whatever. I did anyway because I'm a completionist. So if you push that block out of the way and walk over here, you'll find something interesting. No, it's not like a Mario and Yoshi painting like an Ocarina of Time. You'll just get a switch with 10 mysterious shells. So now we're going to do a little bit of backtracking. Not too much. In fact, we're not going to do any backtracking, my bad. Okay. So, we'll make it over here. And now what you want to do is... Excuse me. You want to pull the spider web off of here. But before that, we're going to roll. We're going to roll up here and get some stuff done over here. Okay, never mind. Forget me. We don't need to go in that other room at all. So we're just going to head down the pit. There we go. So now we're on the bottom floor. And here comes my least favorite gimmick of the game. The freaking lily pad. We'll only see this like 2 or 3 times. Now what? Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much farther. Well, there's the lily pad. Basically what you want to do is you're just trying to navigate this thing with the gush jar. And it's pretty horrendous. Like, you have to move exactly in the direction that you want to go, or else you won't move at all, basically. Like, I pressed to go to the left right there, but I was still pointing downward because I was still shooting my gush jar. So I don't know, it's kind of iffy, and it just takes a while. On my first playthrough, however, I tried sucking it up, like sucking up air as fast as I could go, and then shot it, and it went really far. But it's really slow to do that, so you just want to constantly be shooting. Oh my god, fly. So you just want to constantly be shooting your gush jar to make the thing move. So here's the bottom floor where we would have ended up if we hadn't have gone up to the top. Or if we hadn't have fought the mini-boss instead. But it's okay that we're down here, or it's okay that we did that because we had to come down here anyway. So let's just push that jar onto there. And open this up. You got a small key. Use it to open locked doors and blocks you can only use in this dungeon. Okay? That's spectacular. So we're going to push this block up and push that out of the way, and we're going to get the... We got the compass. Use it to find locations of hidden items. Ow! I'm sorry about that. I just hit my knee on the table. Holy crud. I apologize. Okay. So if you head upstairs, there's one or two... There's a little thing that we need to grab right up here. It's not over there. It is right over here. There should be a... Yep, there's a switch. And a chest. And you got 20 mysterious shells. We don't know what to do with mysterious shells yet. Well, I do. You don't. Oh my god. Get ready for the most annoying beeping in any Zelda game. Like, why must it do that? Let's see if there are some hearts in these pods. I don't think there are, but whatever. You can go ahead and take the pot off this thing now, because once we've opened the chest, it's gonna stay open. You got 5 rupees. That's kind of nice. Yep. Okay, so no hearts, but whatever. We're just gonna I'm gonna drown it out with my own beeping. Beep, beep. Okay. We're just gonna go back, and now we're gonna go upward because you know it's the only other way to go. Because we fell down that waterfall, we can't go back. And haha, silly slugs, you tried to kill me, but you can't. Oh my god. But you can't because you suck. At least you. At least you didn't fall into the water on your own accord. You fell into the water, I guess, because you had to. Because you're programmed that way. How depressing is that? So you can use the gush jar, and you can suck up these mushrooms, or they can just bounce back without you. But you want to make sure that you don't stand too far back, or else you're going to go into the water. This you don't have to worry about because there's a wall right there. Except if you shoot it and act dumb, then you have to worry about it. But yeah, there's a wall, so you're not gonna fall on that one. Here's another one where you can't stand too far back. Or too far forward, apparently. Let's try this again. There we go. And in this chest, so you got the big keys to open big doors. Wow. Interesting. So we're going to step on this portal and go back to the entrance. But first, if you remember, this blue one went up to a ledge where a heart piece was. And so now, you got a piece of heart, you completed a new heart container. Your life energy has been replenished and increased. So there we go, that's our first full heart container. You get it before, you get a heart container based on heart pieces before you get a heart container from an actual heart container from a boss first. It's kind of interesting that way. So we're just going to push this to the side, and you got 20 rupees, that's great. So yep, we only have like 22 more rupees or something to get before we have, before we can go back to Hyrule Town, I guess. If you wanted to get back there earlier, there were some carpenter guys blocking it, I didn't show it. My bad, I'm sorry. But before we do this, let's make sure that we got everything. Looks good. Okay. We are ready for the boss. You're gonna find the boss very interesting. I used to be really bad at the boss. I'm still really awful at the boss. Just forgive me. There's some hearts in those jars if you need them. So anyway, we're getting a cutscene of this little Chuchu, and now he jumps into our Deepwood Shrine. Which, by the way, that doesn't make sense because it's probably not where the boss room was. Or maybe it was. Maybe I'm just dumb. Which would be really, really good on Nintendo's part, if that was where the boss room was, and like in location to where we entered. In fact, I'm gonna check that right now. Okay, well, never mind. Forget me. Okay, so this is a giant Chuchu. You always forget that you're tiny until something giant comes along, and this is it. Giant Chuchu is really easy. You just need to suck him up with a Gush Jar. But despite him being really easy, I still managed to suck at this boss. I'm not good at mashing on a keyboard. So after his first phase, he's gonna jump around, or he's just gonna jump once. But after that, you can just suck him up with your Gush Jar. He may seem like he's gonna come at you and hit you, but he won't ever make it to you as long as you're sucking up the entire time. So anyway, the giant Chuchu's kind of weird because, I don't know, his sprite is just kind of weird. I mean, like, you can tell they doubled the size of something, and so it just kind of looks really distorted. Anyway, he's gonna jump at you 5 times, not 4, my bad, on his last phase, and as long as you just suck him up, he's just gonna fall over. He always moves his head to one side and to the other, and then back to the same side, so you just want to stand to the side that his head was at first. And there we go, that's it, he's dead. Deepwood Shrine is completed. And I love how they explode and look like Wind Waker. You can just tell this entire game is just kind of based off like Wind Waker-esque looking things. It even has cell shading, which is kind of funny. So we got the Earth element, which looks like, I guess a mountain is what they're going for. Kind of looks like teardrops. You got the Earth element. The power of the Earth is in the source of all living things. The Earth element is the embodiment of that power. Great. So we get our first heart container. You got a heart container. Your life energy has been increased and replenished. So there's a funny story or a theory that I have about the Gush Jar, but we won't learn about it for a while. Like, not for a long while, so, oh well. So we're just going to use the warp to get out. We've got the Earth element. You must go tell the Elder at once. Let's go do that. Okay. Let's tell the story first. You retrieve the Earth element from that fiend-infested shrine? Incredible! Humans are amazing creatures. The Elder is sure to be amazed too. It's glad to know that some creature in the Zelda universe appreciates us. Because it's definitely not the Zoras. Or Gorons, or Deku, or whatever. They don't like us. So here's the Elder. So, you found the Earth element. You are blessed with much courage and strength for one so young. If your conviction holds strong, head to Mount Cranel. There you will find a man named Malari. Among all the Minish, there is no one more able to repair your... Among all the Minish, there is no one more able to repair your sword. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. If you ask him, I'm certain he will reforge your broken Pokori blade. I shall send word to him in advance. Travel safely, you are brave, but there are many evils now in the world. Thanks. Leave through this door here. It will take you out of the forest quickly. Great Elder, we are in your debt. We shall head for Mount Cranell at once. So, hooray! We've, look at our... Why? Okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna question it. So now we're gonna leave the, Minish village right now, but before we head to the stump, we're gonna talk to this guy. This is Bellari. Green clothes and a mystical hat. Sir, would you by chance be Lank, the one who found the Earth Element? Surely you are. I've heard so many tales about you. I am Bellari, researcher of antiques. I am also, well, a bit of an inventor. You know, you won't be able to get back to town due to all the debris. Here, I have something that might come in handy. You got a bomb bag, and it has 10 bombs in it. Now you can blow up lots of stuff. Cool. Okay. So with that, I'm going to end off. This has been NerdsRI with Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. I will see you guys next time, and we'll figure out what this thing is. Bye.